with these precepts and another cold cut, giving, of course, all honor and all glory to Yahweh. I've given all double honors with double honors to the elect elders of the house of David that's been in this truth for decades and decades, patiently waiting for the second coming of Mashiach Yahushua, giving a hearty shalom to all of the mighty men of the Most High God who are out there on the highways and byways, pushing this truth, magnifying the ministry, presenting their body as a living sacrifice, and enduring all things for the elect's sake. Shalom, shalom. Shalom to all of the men that may not be out there on the highways and byways as of yet, but they're working on it. They're getting built up in the spirit. They're praying, they're fasting, they're studying, they're being diligent and abounding in the work of the Lord. Shalom, shalom. Shalom to all of the Akwath out there, the sincere sisters out there, holding it down in the households, reverencing their husbands, being submissive and diligent, and moving in the spirit of our righteous foremothers. Shalom, shalom. It's another Sabbath service. Shabbat shalom to the 12 tribes scattered abroad. Peace and blessings to the elect of Israel dispersed throughout the four corners of the earth. Kwame Yashala. This is my Lord willing weekly exhortation, right? Weekly exhortation before camp exhortation, before camp warning. The topic of this cold cut is, I believe I titled this, Thou Hast Faith Without Works. I will show you my faith by my works, right? I will show you my faith by my works. So this is a video exhorting Israel to continually push forth righteous works in its truth, man. You can say you have faith all day long. I mean, there's a lot of people who believe that they're Israelites. That's in camps, that's not in congregations. When we're at camp, or even out and about, living amongst this man's world, we meet plenty of people. Yeah, I know I'm Israel, or I'm from, they might even say, or I'm from Judah. We met people that say I'm Levi. We met a lot of different people who actually believe and know that they're Israelites, man. You got celebrities that know that they're Israelites. You got rappers and athletes who know that they're Israelites. There's a lot of people that believe in the Most High. There's a lot of people on the earth that simply know to Israel, man. It's one thing to know and believe that you're an Israelite. It's another thing to prove that you believe that you're an Israelite. How do you prove that you believe that you're an Israelite? How do you prove that you believe in this truth? It's based off of your works, man. That's in James, the 2nd chapter. That's where the title of this live comes from, man. Show me your faith without your works. And it says, I will show you my faith by my works. So you'll be able to know how much a person truly is invested into this truth. You'll know how much Yahweh means to that person, how much Yahweh Shah means to that person, how much their nationality holds weight, how much salvation means to them based off of the work they put in, man. You can't say that you believe in this truth. The Lord said it second. I'm not going to be able to pull 1,000 precepts. Like I always say, disclaimer, right? We're driving a camp, so you want to use wisdom, right? The Lord said in 2nd Esdras, chapter 9 and 7 on down, and everyone that shall be saved shall be saved by their works and by their faith whereby they have believed. So this is not Christianity where you can just believe that you're an Israelite, man, and believe in the Most High God. Hey, hell, you might even know the name of Yahweh. You might know the name of his son Yahweh Shah. But what works are you doing? What work are you doing, man? I mean, really, there are brothers that do work, all praise to the Most High, but we can always do more. There are sisters that do work, all praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, but guess what? We can always do more. And then you have brothers and sisters who do no work. Now you may say, well, what can I do? Right? What work should I do? Well, first and foremost, that goes into praying to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, that you may understand what your lot and your ministry is and your office when it comes to this truth. Because the works that you do may not be the same works that I do, but both of our works are going to be used to bring forth and manifest this kingdom, and really get our deliverance up and rolling. You have certain brothers, part of the work that we always speak of is going to camp. That's part of the work, man. Is it 100% of doing the work? No. Right? Does it play a major role? Definitely, man. Right? So one thing brothers could do, part of work is first and foremost repentance. Second of all, prayer, fasting, and that's for you, for your own salvation. But then there's work that you have to do that's bigger than you. See, fasting and praying and studying, that is doing the work, right? We're not knocking that, but that's work for you. There's work that goes into changing other people's lives, man, and to magnify the name of the Most High. That's the work that I'm more so speaking of. The works that we do to benefit the nation and to magnify the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. So that goes, like I said, that goes into congregating. Some brothers, they isolate themselves. Part of doing the work is making your body a sacrifice to congregate, to get up from behind the keyboard, right? To get up off of that couch, off of your bed, right? I remember they used to have that commercial growing up, the ITT Tech commercial. I think it was ICC, one of those. They had the one with Romeo and the other Jake, man. They said, you're sitting at home, you're sitting on your couch, life is passing you by. It's lucky. Or I'm not sure when to cut off. But I was saying there's so much that we can do, man. You don't want to be that guy like that guy on a commercial, man. Calling you out, you're just sitting at home on your couch. And this truth is passing you by. What work are you doing? Yahushua said, my meat is to do the will of him that sent me and finish his work. What work are you doing? Or are you just an I Israelite, man? It's all about me, me, me. Right? What work are you doing to magnify the name of the Most High? Are you even trying to congregate? Or are you being an individualite? Are you isolating yourself? Because you don't want anybody to hold you accountable. You don't want anybody to correct you from your right and your wrongs. Is that why you don't want to do the work and congregate? Why don't you want to go to camp? Is it because you may see your supervisor, your so-called boss? Right? Is it because you may see, a co-worker and they may mock you? What's really stopping you from going harder in His truth? Is it the cares of this world? Is it the pleasures of the flesh? What's stopping you from going harder in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man? Right? Is it you binge watching TV shows all day? Is it you giving too much time to your job? Too much time to your woman? Fear of man and flesh and blood? The topic of this cold cut is, show me your faith without your works. I will show you my faith by my works. That's what James said, man. As the body without the spirit is dead, even so faith without works is dead also. You know how much a brother believes. A brother could talk the talk all day, man. I'm an Israelite. I believe from the tribe of Judah. I know my God. But last time I checked in 1 Samuel chapter 2 and 3, it says, talk no more exceeding proud. Neither let arrogancy come out of your mouth. For the Lord is a God of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed. That's what's written. By him actions are weighed. Not talk, not emotions, not woulda, shoulda, couldas, not I plan to, I'm thinking about doing, maybe next year. The Lord don't want to hear all of that, right? By the Most High, actions are weighed. He want to see what kind of work are you doing when it comes to benefiting, when it comes to building up his people, right? And honestly, going to camp or linking up with brothers or handing out flyers or going out on the highways and byways is a major part of doing the work. It's a major, right? Sometimes we say 35% of doing the work, right? Going out there teaching, breaking the curses down, teaching repentance, teaching the resurrection, teaching how to build yourself up, how to pray, how to keep the commandments, how to be obedient, how to fight these demons, how to endure. All of that goes into doing the work. And some brothers aren't teachers, but you never know if you're a teacher or not. There are brothers who taught for the first time, and you would have thought those brothers were teaching their whole life, right? Some brothers are powerful readers. That's part of doing the work. They sacrifice the health of their voice, their damn throat, and mind, the flesh, to read as mighty as they can. Right? Tobit, I always bring out Tobit. I always bring out Tobit because Tobit did a unique kind of work that was pretty peculiar compared to the rest of the apostles and prophets due to the time that he lived in. What was Tobit's work that he did? Tobit loved his brother when he was dead by burying him. Tobit honored the Most High by giving his brethren a righteous burial. Now, if Tobit did that to his brother when they were dead, how did he treat them when they were alive? Right? If you're going to treat your brother like that when he's dead and bury him as a stranger, how would you treat the stranger when he's alive? So that shows you Tobit had his own kind of work. He was burying the Israelites, man. And he was doing the work even though it was a crime in the Assyrian Empire. If you were caught burying somebody, they would kill you. It's capital punishment. That's what they would call it now. When you get the electric chair, death by firing squad, death by lethal injection, right? Decapitation. All of those are archaic forms of the capital punishment. And during the time of Tobit, if Tobit was caught burying anybody, he would be killed, man. Tobit even had all of his goods forcibly taken away. The work that he was doing was different than the work that Daniel did. It was different than the work that Jeremiah did. It was different than the work that Nehemiah did and Ezra. Now the question is, what work are you doing? And this last generation, what work are you doing? What are you doing to build up the nation? Like I said, you got people that can make websites, put the prayers and certain verses on there. They can make social media pages. They can make like a page and clip and put all of the videos together, right? You know, they could go out, you could feed the poor of our people. You could take care of the brothers that do teach and, you know, give those brothers, you know, food, water, shelter, you know, garments, new camp signs, flyers. There's a lot that you can do. When you read 1 Corinthians chapter 12, you read about different spiritual gifts, right? There are different gifts, but it's of the same spirit. And when you read about those gifts, one of those gifts is helps. Yeah, prophecy is one of those gifts, right? Speaking in tongues, healing, right? Performative miracles. Those are different gifts, but there's a gift that's often neglected, right? That's paramount to doing the work, but it's really neglected. And that gift is helps. H-E-L-P-S. When you read 1 Corinthians, the 12th chapter, you read about helps. You understand? What is helps? Helps is doing anything to magnify the name of the Lord. Right? Any kind of help. Any kind of work. Right? I mean, and really, when you meditate on that, that's not one dimension. I mean, that's what you can do. You might be a brother that the Lord has blessed on a financial level. Like who? Joseph of Arimathea, Nicodemus. These men, I mean, where's the account of Joseph knowing all of the in-depth breakdowns? Right? Where's the account of Joseph being able to shake the hand mightily? Shaking the hand mightily is not the only form of doing the work. Joseph used the resources that Yahweh Bashmel blessed him with, and what did he do with them? He was able to bury the Lord, man. He was able to bury the Lord in a sepulchre that no man never laid in. Not just any sepulchre, a fresh sepulchre, man. His own sepulchre that he sacrificed and gave to the Lord, man. He was able to do that with the money and the alms that the Lord gave him. You see that? And Nicodemus was able to get myrrh, about 100-pound weight, and use that to be able to bury the Lord as well, man. So these are many things and gifts and talents that our forefathers had at their disposal, and they used them to magnify the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. And we can go on and on. What did, even for sisters, what did Dorcas do? Tabitha. When she died or fell asleep for a period of time, right, Salakia? When she fell asleep for a period of time, and Peter came up there What were they showing Peter? They were showing Peter all the coats that she made, right? That she made for who? For the apostles, right? She made coats for the apostles. You had widows, Salakia, bear with me. You had widows that washed the saints' feet, right? So all of these were different works that our forefathers and foremothers did, man. They part of doing the work, the Lord said, if she have washed, when you read 1 Timothy the 5th chapter, if she have washed the saints' feet, if she have lodged the saints, that was doing the work back then, man. You couldn't even be allotted as a widow in the church if you didn't have the reputation of taking care of the saints, right? I mean, what else can you do, man? Right? You can do a fundraiser to build up alms, right? You could be charitable. You could give to the poor. And I'm just going off the top of the head, man. Right? You can help brothers out, with garments, maybe camp signs, camp posters, maybe get food to brothers, where the brothers teach at. You the brother that or sister that always come and make sure the brothers are fed after camp, man. That they can survive, that they're protected against the elements, right? Maybe you're ordering fresh Bibles for different camps. You're making sure brothers got, this goes into arms. You're making sure brothers got fresh apocryphals. That, they're out there in the elements. The pages are getting torn up. And you're the person that shows up with new Bibles all the time, huh? So the brothers can keep pushing this word. You do that grunt work that behind the scenes, man. Maybe you get the, you Epsom salt and things like that. Here you go, Akim. Yeah, I know y'all on y'all feet all day, and it's going to help keep y'all going, right? It's the little things that help goes into doing the work, right? Reading goes into doing the work. Handing out flyers. Hey, brothers, I'm a hold post, right? I know I'm not part of the camp, but I'm going to kind of just hold it down. I'm going to make sure y'all are protected too. You come out every Shabbat when you kind of are observing, right? You talk to the, you kind of paying attention to what's going on. You make sure the brothers are protected, man, right? So, there's a lot of different talents and gifts that brothers can use at their arsenal in order to do this work, man. Right? But with that, I'm going to have to close up, cut it short. Giving, of course, all honor and glory to Yahweh. Bashima Mashiach Malak Yahushua. Both sides willing you were edified. What work are you doing to magnify the name of the Lord?